Every night, your dog makes a choice. They could sleep on the floor, on the sofa, in a quiet corner of the house where nobody will disturb them. They have options, and they know where every single one of them is. But they choose you. And most owners smile, pull the blanket a little tighter, and never stop to think about what that choice actually means. Because here's what the science says. That nightly ritual your dog performs isn't about warmth, or habit, or just being cute. It is one of the most honest forms of communication your dog is capable of. And if you've been missing it, you've been missing something profound happening right beside you every single night. Stay until number 7. Because if your dog used to sleep with you and suddenly stopped, what I'm about to share is something you genuinely need to hear. Your dog gets cold. Simple, right? Except it isn't. Because dogs are extraordinarily good at finding warmth without you. That's Sunny segment 1. It was never just about comfort. Let's get the obvious explanation out of the way first. Your bed is warm. Patch on the kitchen floor. The cushion on the sofa that holds heat for hours. The spot beside the radiator they've claimed as their own. If warmth was all they wanted, they'd find it, and they wouldn't need you. So why do they keep choosing you? Here's what most people forget. Sleep is the moment of greatest vulnerability for any animal. Every survival instinct a dog carries, even the most pampered dog who has never spent a single night outdoors, tells them that sleep is when danger can find you. And yet your dog walks past every quiet, tucked away corner of your home, and climbs into bed beside a human. That is not a temperature decision. That is a trust decision. Research into dog attachment behavior has consistently shown that dogs form deep emotional bonds with their owners that directly shape where they feel safe enough to rest. When your dog chooses to sleep beside you, they are saying something they have no other way to say. You are the safest place I know. Segment 2. They are regulating you. And you're regulating them. Here's something that will genuinely change how you feel about those quiet nights together. Studies measuring stress responses in dogs during close contact with their owners found that cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, dropped significantly when dogs were in physical contact with the person they were bonded to. Their heart rate slowed, their nervous system quieted. But here's the part most people never hear. The same thing happens to you. Petting and close contact with a bonded dog lowers cortisol in humans too. Your blood pressure drops. Your breathing slows. Your body settles. You are not just letting your dog sleep beside you. You are both, without realizing it, regulating each other. Night after night, your breathing patterns begin to synchronize. Your dog's body learns the rhythm of yours. And when something is off, when you are restless, anxious, or coming down with something, they feel it before you have even registered it yourself. That is not a pet seeking comfort. That is a bond operating at a biological level. Segment 3. They've given themselves a job. Pay close attention to where your dog positions themselves when they sleep beside you. Near your feet? Against your back? Facing the door? Because that placement is not random. It is deliberate. Dogs descend from pack animals. And in a pack, rest was never fully unguarded. Members positioned themselves around the group during sleep, watching entry points, staying alert to anything that moved in the dark. Your dog still carries that wiring. A dog sleeping near the door is monitoring the entry point. A dog pressed against your back is covering your blind side. A dog sleeping at your feet is grounding themselves at the position they can respond from fastest. They know this is a house, not the wilderness. But instinct doesn't care about that distinction. Something deep in their biology says, this human is part of my group, and I keep my group safe while they sleep. Every single night, without being asked, your dog shows up for that role. Segment 4. Every sleep position is telling you something. Once you know what to look for, you will never see your dog sleeping the same way again. The curl, nose tucked toward their tail, body pulled tight, is your dog's most protective position. It shields the belly, the most vulnerable part of any animal. If your dog curls beside you but keeps themselves contained, trust is present. It just isn't fully open yet. The sprawl, legs stretched out, belly exposed, body completely loose, is the deepest trust a dog can show. Every survival instinct tells a dog to protect their stomach. A dog who sprawls out beside you has switched every single one of those instincts off. That is not relaxation. That is total emotional safety. The back to you position trips up a lot of owners. It feels like rejection. It isn't. In pack behavior, turning your back to someone is one of the highest signals of trust that exists. It means you don't need to watch them. Your dog turning away to sleep is a compliment most people accidentally take as an insult. And then there's the pressed-in position, wedged as close to you as physically possible, sometimes in positions that look genuinely uncomfortable. That message needs no translation. They want zero distance between you. Not clingy, not needy, just completely, quietly devoted. Segment 5. They rewrote their internal clock for you. Dogs are naturally most alert around dawn and dusk. That's when their ancestors hunted. That's what thousands of years of evolution shaped them for. A dog's natural rhythm has no business syncing with a human schedule. And yet it does. Bonded dogs gradually shift their entire activity pattern to mirror their owner's routine. They sleep when you sleep. They stir when you stir. They know your alarm, your wind-down habits, your morning routine, with an accuracy that consistently catches new owners completely off guard. This is not something you train them to do. It is the result of sustained attention over months and years, until your rhythm quietly became theirs. An internal clock built by thousands of years of evolution, bending itself around you. Not because they have to, because they want to be wherever you are, whenever you're there. Segment 6. They feel your stress before you do. Have you ever had a hard day, said nothing to anyone, walked through the door, and found your dog already beside you before you'd even sat down? That is not coincidence. Research has shown that dogs can detect changes in human cortisol levels through scent alone. Your body chemistry shifts when you are stressed, and your dog's nose, between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than yours, picks up on it immediately. Beyond scent, your posture shifts. Your breathing changes. The micro-expressions in your face change. Your dog is reading all of it, simultaneously, in real time. And here is why the sleeping connection matters. Night after night beside you, your dog builds a precise map of what your baseline feels like. Your resting heart rate, your breathing rhythm, the way your body moves when you are genuinely at peace. So when something shifts, even slightly, they know, long before you do. That is why dogs become extra attentive when their owner is unwell or going through something hard. They are not guessing. They are responding to real, measurable changes in the person they have been quietly, devotedly studying every single night. Segment 7. If they suddenly stop, pay attention. A dog who has slept beside you for months or years does not stop without a reason. The most important possibility, physical health. Dogs instinctively withdraw when they are in pain or feeling unwell. It is an ancient survival mechanism. Hide the vulnerability, don't let the weakness show. If your dog is suddenly seeking solitude, especially an older dog, please have a conversation with your vet. They may be telling you something their body has no other way to say. Beyond health, look at what has changed. A new person in the home. A new pet. A shift in routine that feels minor to you but significant to them. Dogs are deeply sensitive to social and environmental changes in ways that ripple through their behavior in patterns we don't always connect immediately. And sometimes it's emotional. If something startled your dog in the bedroom, if a conflict happened in that space, if they have come to associate that environment with something unsettling, they may be creating distance to protect themselves. The point is this: pay attention. Your dog chose to sleep beside you because you were the safest place they knew. If that changes, they are not being distant or difficult. They are communicating. So listen. And if they need help finding their way back to feeling safe, do that work with them. Every night your dog climbs up beside you, they are making a choice. Every position, every pressed-in moment, every slow breath matched to yours in the dark, it was never small to them. It was always you. if this gave you a whole new way of seeing what happens in your bed every night. Hit that like button and subscribe, because every video on this channel is built around what the science actually says about your dog, not what we assume.